Hey folks, welcome back to Trailmakers, where I have colored in our new jet appropriately given its designation as the F Purple. And we're going to go ahead and take this around the map and really finish up exploring everything that's available to us. Taking a look. We're going to have to deal with this lava sooner or later. But if we take a look here, yeah, I want to get just out around the edges here. Make sure we have the whole map revealed. Which shouldn't take too long now that we have this incredible fast-flying vehicle. And then we'll get started with today's collection. I did have one more idea, actually, off camera, about something I wanted to try. And I'll let you think about it for a minute while I describe what I sort of thought. And then we might build it later. We'll see. So I was thinking about, at the start of the playthrough, I had worked on, or I had attempted to build something that was sort of a walker, right? And the real problem with a true walker would be the controls, right? You have so many joints and so much articulation needed that it would be difficult to use the limited amount of controls available on the Xbox controller to truly manage all the different moving pieces. What just occurred to me, or what I thought about, after we acquired the SERVO, actually, is if you used a number of angle sensors arranged on a servo which rotates 360 degrees, you should theoretically be able to set the angle sensors up in such a way that, let's see, let's come back around, get this last little bit of whatever here. It should theoretically be possible to arrange the servo or the angle sensors in such a way that as the servo turns, the angles all execute in sequence, or you could have overlapping sequences, right? So if you wanted like a 1, 2, 3, 4 sequence that repeated, you could set that up. Or if you wanted a 1, 2, 2 and 3, then 4, you should be able to set up that as well. So think about that, and at some point I may build some variant of that to see if my idea works. In the meantime, we're getting a nice view of the remainder of the map here. This is looking good. So we've got a little bit of here and a little bit here we need to fill in, and a little bit around that corner there, and then we'll have the whole map revealed. So that's fantastic. And the jet is serving very well. I'm very happy with it. I love being able to get this speed up and having the freedom to just overfly the entire map this way. Looks like there's, I think, 2 drone sensors we haven't actually activated yet. We can see the columns of smoke there and there. So I need to bear out a little bit to the left here. And then swing around. Okay. I've gone a little bit too much here. Let's pull back in. I guess we're going to overfly this little column of smoke here. Okay, very nice. And then what else do we need to do? We just need to now dart forward pretty much on a straight shot and get this last little bit revealed. And then we'll have the whole map. Very cool. All right. So next up, we're going to get started collecting some of the remaining things available on land or in the air. Oh, there's a fun one right there. We can grab that one very carefully, I think. And the last frontier we need to conquer is going to be underwater. So sooner or later, we're going to find the diving bell. We do know that that is a piece. I don't know where it is, but we're going to hopefully find it above ground, I would think. And then we'll have to build ourselves, finally build ourselves a working sub. Man, this, you don't have a lot of, you don't actually get quite a lot of, vision. It's not a super wide amount of vision, or map reveal, I guess. I want the whole thing, though. I don't know if there's any kind of, achievement for revealing the entire map, but if there is, I'm going to have it. Let's see. Okay. Doing pretty well here. So we can come in a little bit lower. Let's see what doing that got us. That little bit of navigation. Okay, that got us almost everything. There's just this little bit of blue up here. Oh, it's much further to the... Okay. Wow, yeah, it's a sharp turn. All right, let's get turning here. How does that look? Okay. I guess it's just the left side of the islands here, mostly. These three little islands here. There we go. Okay. So now we have pretty much the entire map revealed. There's like 1% of it over here, which I might go grab off camera, but I did want to get that done. All right, let's start picking up pieces. So we've got a piece down here. Whatever this salvage is, we can pick that up with the helicopter, I think. All right, let's flare. Swap over. Slowly land. And see what this piece is. Okay. So this piece is the large paddle. All right, we're going to have trouble picking that up exactly where it is, so let's move it somewhere a little bit more convenient first. There we go. All right. And now let's take this somewhere. Let's get out of these trees. And where's the nearest collection point? Is that a drone right there? Oh, it is. Look at that. Okay. Well, we can get there. So here comes collection of the large paddle. Okay. I wonder if that's going to be useful underwater. Not sure. Let's take a look. What else have we got that we can actually collect here? That's 200. That's 300 below. That's 165 below. This one might... I'm not sure about that one. Those are all obviously in the water. There is one high above us here, 955 above. And then, okay, so if we turn around and go to the third island here, the last little one before the rosewood, there's something on the ground there. So 164, I guess that's where our height is, which means we could get this one as well. All right, let's start with those two, or let's continue with those two, and then see what we get. Which way am I facing? I'm facing west, and I want to go south a little bit. Okay. Okay, is it this one? It is that one. All right. Yeah, I can see it from here. All right. Oh, wait. It's not letting me change. I don't want to repair, I want to transform. Well, that happened. I guess we'll swim to shore. I don't understand sometimes when it won't let you transform. I guess you have to have a repair it doesn't make sense to me because I didn't break and repair. So what happened to my repair token? And I understand like limiting repairs, but I don't like limiting the transport. Anyway, let's get up here. and find this thing. Where is it? Man, traveling on foot sucks. Where'd it go? Here it is. Okay. Oh, it's in a little... Interesting. It's in a little hollow here. Oh, there it is. There's the diving bell. All right. Let's back this up a little bit. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. And I guess we'll just take this over to here. All right, now this is cool because now we found the diving bell. We can start maybe working on a functional underwater sub. I'm not sure what else we need, but between all the blocks we picked up since we made our first attempt, I feel like we should be... Oh, what's happening? It's giving me some problems here. It's because I've got the thing at such a weird place. I just need to get over there. We should be able to make a functional sub now, I think. We have the tools we need to figure out how to maintain our stability. The diving bell should let us go nice and deep without drowning. Or falling out of the vehicle, I guess. Alright, let's get this turned in. Very nice. The diving bell. Okay. Now then, the next one is way over there. At the tiny little island over here. Now, I guess I'm not going to be able to transform until I get my my repair token back, which means I may be doing another crash landing here. Yeah, it won't let me transform. All right, let's just dive into the water. And I guess we swim to shore again. And see what this one is. Good thing our little guy's a strong swimmer. Gotta give him that. All right, let's get this in a friendly position where we can pick it up with a helicopter. Let's see what it is. It's the ship's wheel. Interesting. Okay. That seems okay-ish. Let's head over here and position ourselves to pick this up. Actually, probably from the other direction is better. So that we can fly forward out of the trees instead of into them. All right. And we just drive over this. Carefully. Maybe not. We have it? We have it. Okay, all right, we've got it. Where are we taking it? I guess we're taking it over here. Yeah, we're pretty forward heavy at the moment with the block here. And it's harder to tell what I'm doing because the light is failing, but I think we just sink down here now and release it. Okay. Let's go ahead and pick this up. Get it turned in. There's the ship's wheel. A lot of nautical blocks we're finding today. Okay, there's the ship's wheel. Okay, I think we'll take a break here, and when the light comes back, we'll continue our block collection. In the meantime, think about what I said earlier about that servo angle rotation thing. I'm not sure we're going to build that this episode, but sooner or later I am going to build that. So see if you can think up in your mind what exactly I'm talking about, or how you would build something that would do sequences of control activations using a servo and angle sensors. And we'll see you in a bit. Alrighty, the dawn is breaking, so let's head up into the sky and pick up this piece here, whatever this is, 94 meters above us. Looks like it's right over here on this teeny tiny little strip of land. Okay. That was the large porthole, but I screwed the pooch with the approach there and got us blown up. Let's try that again. I guess we'll land first. Or no, I think I can make this work. Just got to be careful here with my cover. Well, no, all right, we'll land. We'll land. Let's move it somewhere a little bit easier to deal with. Right here in the center seems good. Okay. Now, it's a little bit too... Yeah, that's not gonna work. It's a little bit too big for us to drive over. Let's try that again. A little bit too big for us to drive over, so we are gonna have to hover over it. Picking this one up is going to be annoying. All right, all right, all right. Okay, we got it, we got it. It's very heavy. It's too heavy. All right. Yikes. Come on. Come on. All right, let's get back up there and figure out what we can do. You know what we can do? We can use the amphibian. We can just pick it up, dive into the water. This is a little bit of cheese that Linsenmeyer showed me. We can just fall into the water and it won't hurt our amphibious vehicle. So all I have to do is get back here and we can just drive it up onto a beach. No problem. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna need one of our amphibious vehicles. Let's see, what do we have? Blueprints. I don't want the templates. I want my saved vehicles. Where is Elefante Amphibioso? There we go. All right, let's use you. Let's grab you. All right, and let's drive off into the water. The large porthole shall be ours. Okay. Oh dear. Okay, so I see a problem now. It's too heavy. What do we do here? So if I can get a proper selection with the, all right, I know how to do this. Okay. So we need to temporarily make the helicopter much, much taller so that we can just drive over this and get it well centered before we hook it in. And then we should be okay. Right? I think so. So. No. Don't fall off backwards. Thank you. All right. Okay, just a little bit gentler. There we go. All right. So as long as we make this thing a little bit taller, we should be okay to pick this up. So let's go ahead and grab these. And they're connected things, obviously. Let's move them down 2. Let's move them down 4. Why not? And then 1, 2... 1, 2. Okay, and then we'll do the same over at the front. We'll move these down by 4. I need the steering hinge as well, or the steering axle, the hinge, as well as the support spring. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And 1, 2. All right. This should be good. We should be able to get over it now safely. We're not quite wide enough, it looks like. All right, game's not gonna make it easy for me, is it? All right, let's widen our stance as well. I don't know exactly what happened with the light there. Wait, did I move it too far? Maybe? I thought I did 1, 2. Looks like I did more than that. Okay, there's a very wide front stance. That is the front, right? Yeah, the cockpit faces that way. Okay. All right, let's try that. Drive over it carefully, get it perfectly centered here. And then pick it up. All right, what did we lose? We lost something. I'm gonna lose that blueprint, aren't I? Because I didn't save it. All right, hold on. I can get it out of memory. Let's line this up. Actually, you know what I can do? I can cheese it. We can go to history, pull this out, and then just position it exactly where we want it. It's looking good. That looks pretty good. Let's try that. Now it rolled out of the way, which is not great. Okay, now we've got it. Okay, now it should be, now we should be okay. Okay, it's still gonna be not super stable, but we can get it down now. get it over this other area. Slowly lower to the ground here, and we want to avoid the trees if possible. All right, there we go. Nicely done. And there's the large porthole delivered. So small challenges have small solutions. We'd probably never use that super tall version of the scrawny copter again, but that's fine. Let's take a look at what else is on the map here. Let's see. We've got... That seems to be not too far below the water, whatever this is. It feels like that's way high up. The dynamite. Yeah, we knew about that. We haven't actually recovered it. Let's go after this. I think it's just a little bit below us. So where is it? It's basically forward and a little teeny tiny bit to the right. All right, fine. Let's go see about that piece. That worked out. And of course, now I don't have a repair token. All right. Goodbye, plane. Yes, we survived the drop. All right, time for another swimming lesson with our little buddy here. Okay, and then for this... Yeah, retrieving this is going to be annoying, isn't it? Because it's on this weird... It's a small porthole. It's on this weird edge, but here's another case where the amphibian one will actually come in pretty handy here. It's small enough mass that we don't need to worry about, we don't need to worry about it unbalancing in the water. Now, where is... All right. Amphibioso. Okay. Let's hop in here. Pick this up. There we go. All right. Where are we taking it, though? Where are we taking it? Where's the nearest one? There. So if we go left up to the beach, I think we can get on there. All right. Yeah, here we go. All right. So we're making good progress collecting various ship bits today, it seems. Everything's nautical themed. Portholes, diving bells, steering wheels, ship's wheels, I guess you should say. And, yeah. With this one, we'll have a good chunk of, I think, 5 blocks collected today. Not bad. We should go pick up the dynamite as well, since we're sort of clearing the map at this point. And then I think we'll do a little experimental work with the servo that I was talking about earlier. We'll take a look at whether or not I can build what I think I can build. Which may come in handy in a future episode. I don't know. We'll see. Not sure if I'll build a walker in this playthrough. It's not something that would be super useful, but the challenge and making sure I understand the way the blocks work together does interest me. So we'll do a little, you know, a little experiment. Okay. Amphibioso once again proving its value as an early build, but still useful. The elephant's nose keeping our block well out of the water, preventing any drag from it, and stopping us from dropping it as well. All right, if we come around this coast here, we should be able to drive up the beach to the collection drone. Looks good. Okay. Just make sure we've got a good angle here. Oh. My back wheels are not touching the ground here. Do I need... Let's try over here. Looks a little bit of a less steep gradient, maybe. A little bit of an angle. Oh, and there's a piece of gold we can collect as well. Yeah, this looks more doable here. I should make a permanent change to put bigger wheels on the back there. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think bigger wheels, well, I'd have to, it would be a fairly involved operation to do it because we need to make more room for bigger wheels. So we'll hold off on that for now. Finding the correct place to make the transition from water to land works better. All right, let's get this small porthole delivered. There we go. And I want to go check out... We have another smoke signal over here that we haven't looked at. I don't know if we can get there from here with the land vehicle. Probably not. It's looking like not. Is it me or is the camera being a little weird and jittery? Okay. Well, regardless, this seems like a great place to do a build. So let's take a look at that servo idea. All right, let me come over here away from that vehicle. And let's just bring out the build tool. Okay, so the idea here is... grid block? Crafting grids? Interesting, in the portholes. The idea here is to make something that can use a single control to generate a sequence of controlled events. And I'm going to use the servo for that. So let's get a frame going, something we can actually sit on here. That looks fine. This isn't meant to be an actual vehicle. This is just meant to be a demonstration platform. We're going to need somewhere to sit, so let's do that. Right? And then the idea is to use the servo. Now let's go see if we can find the servo. That should be in mechanics. Yes, spinning servo. Blocks that can spin around quickly. All right. So, let's just take a look at this. If we go to the configuration, we can set the speed. We can set the toggle. All that seems great. What I'm going to do is first set up the platform I have in mind. Something like this. Right? That looks good. And then what I want at the moment is to just have RT control this thing. And I want it to go fairly slowly. So let's put it at 0.05 for now. And let's just see what this looks like. I'm going to save this as servo demo. And let's hop in and give it a shot. So it starts turning. That's a little bit slower than I had in mind, but that's why we tried it, right? Okay, let's fix that. I think 0.2 might be better. Let's take a look. Maybe even a little bit faster than that. All right, maybe 0.35. That should be fine for now. All right, so now the next idea was that we would have some sort of group of angle sensors here, which when turned by this servo would generate activity in turn from some other controls. So let's go ahead and let's move this back a little bit. And let's throw some angle sensors on here. That's going to be under logic. So the first one just goes there like that. And then I need to stack them in a row so that they're all turning in the same direction. Now, I don't know if I can actually connect them like this. It looks like I can't. So we'll need something... to connect them all together. Some brackets, which means We don't want it connecting to the base, which means we're going to need to move this whole assembly up by 1. All right, so if I go ahead and grab, let's see, what do we have? 1 by 3, 1 by 2. I'm going to need that there to hold the front one, this one in place. And then I'm going to need another one on the other side when I copy this forward. All right, so if I've done this correctly, now all 3 of these should rotate in unison, right? Yes, and we can see there. Oh, that's interesting. The weight imbalance is making it move slower at one point than another. That I don't want. I want it to be rotating uniformly. So how do I fix that? In order to fix that, we're going to have to make all the weight even all the way around. So we're going to need the 1 by 3 block there. Like that. And then we need another one on the top and the bottom. All right, now this should rotate uniformly. Let's check. Yes. Okay, this now rotates uniformly. That's what I was looking for. It's still a little bit on the slow side, so I think I'll kick it up even higher to 0.5, 0.5. And now that we have these 3 angle sensors, if we set them up correctly, we can have them activate different controls. So for the purposes of this demo, I'm just going to use some pistons, I think, just to demonstrate what I'm talking about. Now, obviously, building some sort of vehicle with this assembly kind of hidden away inside it means your vehicle would be fairly large. But I guess that's just the price you have to pay, right? All right, let's get 3 pistons. 1, 2, and 3. Let's space them out nicely. That looks good. And then all 3 of these we're going to want to, let's see, configure. Their start position should be 0. We want them to be very fast on speed. We're going to want them to auto reset, I think. And we're going to clear our inputs because these are going to be controlled by the angle sensors, right? So the first idea is I want 1 to come up, then 2 to come up, then 3 to come up, right? So if we take a look at this, let's just move it out so we can see it. We have 4 states, right? The 0th state is all of these are down. The first state is this one is up and the other 2 are down. So if this is going to trigger the first state, what we want to do here is configure it so that the middle point of the activation threshold is halfway between 90 and 180, which would be what? 90 plus 45 is 135. So 135 degrees. Yeah, so now for 1/4 of the turn, so for the first quarter of the turn, it stays off. For the second quarter of the turn, it activates. And then for the third and fourth quarter of the turn, it turns off again. So let's put that back in. And now let's have this configure or control this piston, right? Okay, second one of these, second angle sensor. Now we want it to go 135 plus 90, which is what, 225? No, I've gotten that wrong. We want it to be halfway between... Is that wrong or is that right? No, that's right. Yeah, top... Is that right? Was that right? Where's this one? No, this is wrong. So we need it to be... Did I not get this right? 225? With 90? Oh, it doesn't accept that. 180 is the max, so I have to go negative. Oh, okay. So, negative 45? Is that right? No, negative 135. Okay, there we go. So now the third quarter is the second one. That looks good, and we want to control the middle thing. I guess it has to be attached in order to control something. Yeah. Second piston, okay. And then third piston. Yeah, that all looks good. This one would be -45, is that right? And 90, yes, okay. So with that all set up in place, now, if I just press down, so I'm pressing one control. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So just with one control, I can control all three of these pistons. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? And actually, at the moment, these are going in the opposite direction than I intended. So I wanted to go left to right, so we can fix that easily enough. By changing the servo, right. So we want this to be RT like that. Okay. So now it should go left to right. 1, 2, 3, off. 1, 2, 3, off. All right, so that works. And of course, the interesting thing about this is that just by changing the pattern of the angles that you're using, you can switch up exactly how things behave. So let's say we wanted to do 1 and then 1 and 2 and then 1 and 3 and then all down, right? So all we have to do there is change the width to 270 for the first one. And change it to 180 for the second one. And now the behavior is different. 1, 1 and 2, 1, 2 and 3, and then off. Oh, I messed something up there. Let's see. Yes, I've messed this up by doing... I want it to be... Is this -45 that I want? No. Is it 0 that I want? No. I want the middle of it to be between 90 and 360. So... What's 180 look like? That's not quite right. We need more than 180. So we need -25? That's not right. Oh, that's close. -145. All right. No, -135? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Sorry, I was I was trying to figure out. I was thinking in 360 degrees. This thing has 180 and... All right, so now it should be 1, 2, 3. Well, what have I done wrong here? So for the first quarter of a turn, nothing, and then it's there until it gets back to the top. That one's right. This one's off. I don't know how these are getting changed. Something happened. But this one should be -180? No. -90? Yes. Okay, that's correct. And then this one should be exactly as it is. All right, let's see if I got it right this time. 1, 2, 3, drop. 1, 2, 3, drop. All right, very cool. So this should show you guys how you can use one control to set up a sequence of control activations based on rotation of the servo. I don't know about you, but for me, realizing a capability like that and then implementing it is a lot of fun. And I feel like at some point in the future, I might be able to use that to build something interesting. I don't know what, but I think it will. I think it's cool that this sort of logic and tooling is available. Let's speed this up and make it just a little bit faster here. So again, all I'm doing is holding one control, just the right trigger, and it activates these in sequence. I'm pretty happy with that. How about you? What do you think about this? What would you use this to build? Like, what would it be good for? You know? Obviously, I think the walker being able to... You'd have to tinker with it a lot, but you could set up the leg motion on each side to use one of these to control both legs and have the hip, knee, and ankle joints all angled in the correct direction to be able to let the thing walk. Anyway, that's my little demo there using the servo at the end of the episode. When we come back next time, I don't know what we're going to be doing, but most likely collecting blocks because that seems to be the theme of this series. Until then, as always, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I'll look forward to your comments in the section below the video, or you can hit me up in the Discord to chat with me about this or any of my other series or streams. Once again, thank you so much for viewing, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.